Benefits of e-learning in training and development. First, employees can gain control over when and where they receive training. Nagkakaroon daw ng control ang mga employees sa kung saan at kung kailan sila tumatanggap ng training kasi through e-learning, sila mismo ang magmamanage ng time nila or kung kailan nila at saan nila gustong mag-training. Next, employees can access knowledge and expert systems on as needed basis. Through e-learning, ma-access or ma-acquire ng mga employees yung knowledge which is important and expert systems or yung piece of software program using artificial intelligence techniques like system use databases of expert knowledge kung kailangan. Next, the learning environment can look, feel, and sound just like the work environment. Through e-learning, the learning environment, which is more than just its classroom, its space wherein the employees feel safe and nasusuportahan yung knowledge nila as well as inspired by their surrounding, parang halos parehas lang siya sa work environment. Work environment which refers to the elements that compromise setting or yung place where the employees work and impact workers. Next, employees can choose the type of media they want to use in a training program. So, through e-learning, the employees can choose or makakapili sila kung anong type ng media ang gusto nilang gamitin in a training program. So, ang media, it is the main means of mass communication like new media that includes websites, social media networks, virtual and augmented reality, and many more. Paperwork and time needed for administrative activities is reduced. So, through e-learning, nare-reduce or nababawasan daw yung mga paperworks na dapat tapusin and yung time na needed for administrative activities or yung activities related to maintaining an office setting. Next, employees' accomplishments during training can be monitored. Through e-learning, the employee's accomplishments or what the employee has completed during the training is na-monitor or na-observe, which is also important. Lastly, traditional training methods can be delivered to trainees rather than requiring them to come to a central training location. Through e-learning, the traditional training methods like lectures, which is the most common na traditional training method kung saan yung trainer speaks about a topic and trainees take notes for future reference, is can be delivered to trainees sa halip na requiring them na pumunta sa location ng training. Next is distance learning. Is usually employed by geographically dispersed firms to offer new information regarding new products, policies or procedures plus skills training and expert lectures or field location. Employers save money and time and gain interaction and engagement as an advantage, but the lack of interaction between the trainer and audience poses as a disadvantage. So next is distance learning. So yung distance learning, it is usually employed by geographically dispersed firms or state kung saan yung bawat location is magkakalayo from one another para mag-offer ng new information or updated information about sa mga new products, policies or regulations to be obeyed, procedures or the process plus skills or abilities training, and expert lectures on field locations. Through distance learning, employers save money. So, mas nakakatipid sila kasi nga walang travel cost. The chain at home. And time and gain interaction and engagement bilang advantage. But the lack or yung kakulangan ng interaction between trainer and audience is a disadvantage. Kasi kung may lack of interaction, maari siyang mag-lead sa misunderstanding or conflict ng trainer and trainee. And it also uses technology to spread the lecture geographically. Next, distance learning features two-way communications between individuals, and it presently uses two kinds of technology. First is the teleconferencing and webcasting. Teleconferencing, it is usually linked via telephone so that trainees can see the presentation and can call in questions and comments to the trainer. Next, webcasting, internet technology classroom instructions that are provided online using live broadcast. So, ang teleconferencing, it is usually linked or connected via a telephone para daw yung trainees can see the presentation and makatawag sa questions and comments to the trainer. Teleconferences or yung conference with participants na located sa different locations, connected by telecommunication and live exchanges, linked by telecommunication system, or the collection of links to enable telecommunication can bring the business people together para makipag-ugnayan face-to-face kahit na magkakalayo sila while working. The ability of teleconferencing is nabibigyang daan ng employers to effectively or to successfully train employees nang walang respect to geographic limitation. Teleconferencing is cost effective. So meaning nababawasan niya yung cost kasi wala nang travel cost and time for the trainer and trainee. So nagbibigay rin ang teleconferencing ng opportunity para sa lahat na mabigyan ng identical training or yung pantay-pantay na training sa lahat ng participants, Next is webcasting. Internet technology, or a technical field that covers the needed skills to develop applications on the internet classroom instructions na provided online through live broadcasts like news broadcasting, live radio, and live television. It is a powerful solution, meaning to say it is an effective or the best solution for live webinars and training. Live webinars. So the companies use live webinars para daw ma-reach or ma-meet and interact with larger audiences in different regions. It offers a dynamic or yung pabago-bago and exciting experience for participants. Ang advantage ng webcasting is sa price nito, especially the cost of travel or yung sa pamasahe kung tawagin and accommodation is mataas. Ang disadvantage naman ng webcasting is its learning style. Trainees participating in traditional training which takes place in a classroom setting is mas nakafocus sa kanilang studies that those participating in a webcasting session or online broadcast session. During webcasting session, the trainees can browse the internet, work, read, and gumawa ng iba pang bagay na makakakos ng distraction sa trainees and diminish from the training. Next is mobile technology. Under this, there is the smartphones and tablets, iPads and tablet computers. The typical users for mobile learning include employees. So under ng mobile technology, mobile devices gaya ng smartphones and tablets is lalong ginagamit sa pagpo-provide ng training kung kailan at saan ito kailangan. iPads and tablets naman, or iPads and tablets computer allows training and learning happen or exist naturally or normally during the workday or at home. Allow employees to be connected or to be attached to communities of learning or yung group ng education and training providers working together para matulungan ng trainers na ma-achieve or ma-meet yung kanilang full potential and give employees the ability to learn at their own speed by reviewing or learning materials sa content na alam nila. And yung typical users daw or yung gumagamit ng mobile learning or training conducted by means of portable computing device includes employees. Employees that are part of the workforce or the people engaged in or available for work that spends or consume most of their time traveling and sa pag-visit sa mga customers, clients, and different company location and has limited or little time available to spend in traditional training activities and electronic training. So next, some difficulties in using mobile technology for training. That is making sure that employees know when and how to take advantage of the technology, encouraging communication, collaboration, and interaction with other employees in communities of practice, and making certain that employees can connect to a variety of networks no matter their locations or mobile device they are using. So, yung sa difficulties in using mobile technology daw is yung pag-i-ensure na yung employees know or alam nila kung kailan at paano nila iti-take advantage or sasamantalahin yung technology or yung paggamit ng technology. Encouraging communication or exchanging of information, collaboration or cooperation and interaction sa iba pang employees in community of practice gaya ng professional associations, and ensuring that employees can connect sa iba't ibang networks or web despite of their location and mobile device na ginagamit nila. And the best way to make possible learning is yung paggamit ng iPads as part of a blended learning approach, which is a method of teaching through technology and media with traditional instructor led classroom activities, or simply as the combination of face-to-face interaction between the trainees and the audio learning. Next is blended learning. Means a mix of online training, face-to-face, and instruction-led session. Various platforms and modes of delivery are utilized. Introductory materials like videos, case studies, or articles is sent out to participants in order to stimulate their interest. These are often followed by a face-to-face session. So, meaning to say, ang blended learning is combination daw siya ng online training which allows the organizations and managers to teach trainees the knowledge and skills over the internet or via computer, smartphones, or other device. Ang face-to-face training naman or face-to-face session which the trainers and the trainee meet together at the same time and place and instruction-led session. Ang instruction-led session, which is any kind of training na nangyayari sa training room gaya ng office or conference room. So in blended learning, different or various platforms or program and modes of delivery ang ginagamit. Introductory materials or introductory remarks or part of the books na nagbibigay ng little information before a more detailed information gaya ng videos, case studies, or articles ay ipinadala sa participants to encourage or stimulate their interest. So, ang mga ito ay madalas na sinusundan daw ng face-to-face session, which includes interactive techniques that allows the trainees to show active involvement in the learning process, includes role-playing, scenario-based learning, simulations, gaming, and problem-based learning and collaboration of virtual teams. First is role playing. So we are all familiar with this word. So this allows the trainees na i-explore ang realistic situations through interacting with others. Next is scenario-based learning. So, ang scenario-based learning, it uses interactive scenarios or situation para masuportahan yung mga problem-based learning. And lastly, a problem-based learning naman, it is a trainee-centered approach kung saan yung trainees learn about the subject by working in groups to solve problems. So, next, blended learning programs should also be created, keeping in mind the group of people that are going to be trained. Blended learning in corporate setting is definitely advantageous for the modern connected professionals as they can learn on the go. While instruction-led training will definitely not be replaced entirely by virtual methods, a combination of both the blended learning and the instruction-led training seems to get the best result. So, yung blended learning programs should also be created or isa-isip yung group of people na ite-trade. Yung mode of delivery to captivate or to attract them is yung kanilang technology literacy or yung ability nila working independently and with others. And the appropriately used technology tools or mas gusto nila yung traditional na face-to-face trainings wherein the trainee and the trainer meet together at the same time and place are things to be considered. Next, blended learning in a corporate setting ay siguradong kapaki-pakinabang daw sa modern professionals which can create a website, have a social presence, and develop huge audiences as they can learn on the go. While instruction-led training is hindi mapapalitan ng virtual methods or yung combination ng dalawa seems to get the best result. Many organizations are widely adopting or use blended learning sa workplace. So next, yun daw success and future ng blended learning is nakadepende sa capability ng organizations to adapt to new and emerging technology, understand and implement blended programs strategically, inculcate self-learning skills of participants, obtain management support, facilitate bandwidth, and provide engaging content. First, adapt to new and emerging technology. To adapt or para makisabay sa mga updated na technology, ito is para mapabilis ang system nila lalo na sa storing ng mga datas. Next, understand and implement blended programs strategically. So, to understand or know and to apply the blended programs strategically or nang maayos para maging effective ang blended programs. Next, inculcate self-learning skills of participants. Inculcate or strengthen the self-learning skills which involves the ability of the participants to manage learning tasks nang hindi sila tinuturuan. Next, obtain management support. So, to obtain or to acquire management support which includes effective communication sa pagitan ng workers and managers, including or considering the workers in important decisions, giving worker a clear feedback sa kanilang performance, and most importantly, help them with difficult tasks because employees are the reasons why the organizations function or improve. Next, facilitate bandwidth. So, facilitate or is bandwidth which is the maximum amount of data transmitted over an internet connection. Like if the bandwidth of a network is 40 Mbps, the network cannot transmit data ng mabilis sa 40 Mbps in any given case. And lastly, provide engaging content. So, providing engaging content or yung pag-offer ng something new, like new perspective and unexpected laughs and bits of knowledge or something na makakatulong or makaka-inspire and makaka-entertain.